I give back. So $5, $10, $20 will help very much. So, you know what I mean, just get back to the community. I'm gonna pass the mic over to Day because I know he anxious over here. He can't wait to get to this topic. So go ahead, Day. Break it down.
Okay. Hello, baby. What's going on? I'm back, baby. Okay, listen. Okay, so I am a man. I just want to be clear of that. I am a man. So when I'm wrong, I can say that I'm wrong. But we'll talk about that later. First, touch on last week. Last week, um, I even though I was correct and sane, it is logical to say that God is, I can't say man, I'm just going to say masculine, because when he created man, he said, make us in his image. So if man was created, then we were made in God's image and we are masculine, which leads me to, we are still the gift. And it is still 25 women for every one man. But it was brought to my attention, you ready for this? That women is actually the gift. So my daughter, Lashaya, she pulled me to the side and said, Dad, you know that we are the gift. I said, no, you are a gift because I raised you. So you are a gift to any man. But other than that, men are the gift. She said, no. She went to the Bible and she said, Dad, God created man. You forgot to give everybody our phone number.
Oh yeah, because I had to redo my Facebook because some type of way I got an interruption on my Facebook is saying I couldn't go live. So I'm up here doing it all over again so I can get my viewers on Facebook too to tune in and call in too. So I need that number again so I can plug it in right in this
I
thing. We
got you.
live and
My
direct.
number is 484
Go ahead.
215
There we go.
0623.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
So if y'all want to call in, you can.
Yes,
Okay,
call
now
in.
back to what I was saying. So she said, Dad, God created man. And when God created man, man looked at all the other animals and seeing that they were in pairs of two, a male and a female. And God saw that Adam was lonely. So God proceeded to put Adam into a deep sleep and remove his rib. And from that rib, we have women. We have, I'm sorry, a woman. And she said that that was God's gift to Adam, a woman. And I said, wow, my daughter is a thinker and I am wrong. So you guys are the gift. You are, no, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase it. So that would technically make me still right. You are a gift from God, but you are not the gift now. Now, also, on the flip side of that, now we can get down to the nitty gritty. Women, y'all mess society up. It's all y'all fault. It is all y'all fault. You know why? You know why it's y'all fault? Every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all. You ready? You ready? So, if you remember how things used to be, the man is, the woman is home, the man is away, as they used to say, making the bacon. Time to make the donuts. Whatever your analogy is. And the woman was home with the children, rearing the children to where the man and the woman agreed upon. This is how we want our children to be raised. Now, all of a sudden, y'all want to be, and there's nothing wrong with education. Strive for what you believe. Education is key. Y'all out getting these degrees. Kudos to you. Kudos. You're getting all these degrees and you're leaving the home. The father isn't home and he don't have the degree that y'all got. So we're actually working harder, you know. But anyway, and we're out working 10 hours. You're in school for 5, 6 hours. Then you're working, showing that you can do whatever a man can do. That's true. While y'all out doing that, who's raising the kids? Because it ain't me. I'm at work. And it's not you because you can do what a man can do because, you know, you want equal rights and everything.
It's called a babysitter.
but the babysitter is not going to give the children the values that
Right.
we're going to give them, that we
Right.
want to raise them to have.
Right.
And now you got all these kids out here running crazy, doing the dumbest stuff.
Mhm.
You didn't have that back then. You know why? Because a woman was home, she was cooking, she was cleaning, she was teaching. The man was away, making it possible for her to cook, for her to clean, for her to teach. The man did that. So now who's doing it? Because the woman that wanted equal rights is now, you ready? At work, at school. So who gonna raise kids? I want to know.
Call in, people. I want to hear the comments.
484-215-0623.
Those on Facebook who see it, who know the number, call in, because we want to have this conversation. We're going to see what y'all thoughts and what your opinions
So
about.
so now that you heard what I had to say, tell me your opinion. Do you think that my thoughts have any validation? Do you think this would hold up in the court of law? If we went before a judge and said, Judge, we want all women back home cooking, cleaning, because I don't want baked beans and hot dogs when I come home after working 10 hours in the cold. I don't want it. I don't want a hoagie. I don't want McDonald's. I don't want Kentucky Fried Chicken. I want a home cooked meal. I want a meat. I want a starch. I want a vegetable. And I'm not saying that I can't cook. I can cook very well. But if I'm going for 10 hours, who's helping the kids with the homework, making sure they do the homework? If from first grade to 7th grade, you haven't already instilled that in them, from 8th grade to 12th grade, don't worry about it. It's not getting done. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So do you think that my thoughts and my argument will hold up in the court of law if we went before a judge? What's your opinion?
Well, you're going to have mixed feelings on that, right?
Hope, we got a caller.
Go ahead, caller.
We got a caller.
I want to hear your comments on this.
Caller.
Hi, how are you?
I am good. How are
Hey,
you?
how you doing?
I'm great.
Introduce yourself. caller.
So, hi, I'm Debbie.
Hey, Debbie, what's going on?
How are you?
We good.
So, in my opinion, I feel like at this point in the time and day that we live in, the guy can do both, the female can do both, but females go out to go to work, to do all the extra stuff, because these guys out here is bums. They want to be scammers. They want to play outside with other their friends. What are you doing to make me feel secure enough to leave my house? Like, leave you in the house. So
I 100%.
you said, huh?
I 100% agree with you though, but we have to get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem was them guys now that ain't worth crap is because mom wasn't home in the beginning to rear them the way they need to be reared. How old are you? How old are you?
21.
20. Oh, you don't even get an opinion.
No, here's the thing. I
You're
feel like
21. Do you have any?
Listen,
Do you have
hear
any
me out.
kids? Do you have any kids?
Yep, I got one.
Okay, awesome. And so, the one that you have, are you home rearing that child? Who, when you go to work, who's home with the baby? Hello.
Aunts.
Who's home with the baby when you go home?
Aunts.
Who?
Her aunts.
Your aunts.
Mhm.
And how old are your aunts?
Her aunts is around my age.
So then, it's the blind leading the
So hear me
blind.
out. Hear me out.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna hear
feel
you out.
like
I'm gonna hear you out.
with the opinion of the guy is not home to guide the son, or even like with the female, it really depends on your child. If you have a daughter, I feel like the mom has to be home, because there's a lot of things that a mom cannot teach a son, and the same for a guy and a daughter. It has to be a two-way street.
So you're absolutely right.
Right.
But the value is for I can speak for a son. The value that the son is getting when he's home with his mother is father got up and went to work, and mom is taking care of me right now.
Yeah, but then you got the mommy boys who don't do nothing.
I mean, daddy's at work, so you gotta fix. You gotta fix that. I'll take it. All you tell him is, "I'm gonna tell your dad when he come home," and he should straighten right up. So do you see the so you're 21, so you don't know that when I grew up, I'm old as crap. I'm not even gonna say my age, but I'm old as dirt. And when I was young, my dad, when I woke up for school, my dad was already going for work. When I came home, my dad wasn't home. He got home around 5 or 6. So my mom is the one that made sure the cooking and dinner was done when he got home. My mom was the one that sat down with me and made sure all of my homework was done. I had to write my spelling words 5 times each, and I had 20 spelling words, and I had to write a sentence for each and every one of them. My mom made sure it was done. And if it wasn't done neatly, it either got balled up and threw in the trash, or she made me erase it and start all over again.
Yeah.
With no if I look like I wanted to cry, don't make me call your dad. Now, there was no cell phone, so when you called the dad, that means she had to call up to the job and stop him from what he was doing so he can talk to me on the phone. And you know I was getting my butt tore up when he came home, right? Because she had to call. But now the babysitter got the baby, or the aunts got the baby. Mm-hmm. Mom is at work. Dad, if he's a good dad, he's home with his children. Right. And that's if he was raised kind of right and have some type of moral support. He's home and not running the streets or at least living at home with the child. If he ain't got 10 other baby moms, I mean, who knows nowadays? But it changes. Yeah. So do you see the difference now? Like, you're at work, you got a job, you're in school. He's at work, he got a job, he's in school. Now you got this 5-year-old child being raised by the babysitter, because if you're at work, you're going at least 8 hours. It's only 24 hours in a day. You're going 8 hours for work. You got to get at least 8 hours of sleep. That's 16 hours right there. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That leaves 8 hours left. Then you got to take 2 hours out for travel time if you have a car, 3 hours if you got to catch the bus. That's to and from work. So out of them 8 hours, that leave 5 hours left with your child. 5 hours that you got to get in teaching him respect, teaching him how to be a man, or if it's a girl, teaching the girl how to be a lady and teaching her respect. How are you going to do that in 5 hours a day? That's why we have all these knucklehead kids out here right now today that have no type of home training. They don't have no home training because there's nobody at home to train them. That's why they call it home training.
Okay, so can I flip this for a second?
Flip it, baby. Flip it. Let me hear you flip it.
All right, hear me out. So if I decide I'm going to do nothing besides depend on my man to go to work and provide for me, right?
I'm listening.
I find out, he got a little fling thing at his job. He get caught, he got an attitude. What am I supposed to do if I depend on you to handle everything?
Is he still handling it? Is he paying all the bills and everything?
No, his fling thing, he paying her bills.
Oh, damn.
That's dirty.
That means he a whole weirdo.
So now what am I going to do?
Then guess what? You don't have a man.
Yeah.
Because a man is going to take care of home. No ifs, ands, or buts. Hold on. We were raised in a different generation. Some parents today didn't have the examples we had to know that there is anything lacking. Right. Who said that? Miss Jenkins. Miss Heather Jenkins. What's up, baby? Not just desserts. We love you, baby. So you're absolutely right. So we just had a comment, and in that comment it said that the children of today don't have the example that we had. And I agree with that. I agree. But they don't have the example. You ready for this, Miss Jenkins? They don't have that example because they're going to school. We're looking at you. They're going to school. Compliments to you. Kudos. So because all the women want these equal rights, they're in school. They're getting these high-powered degrees to make all this money, and it's beautiful. I love y'all for that. But who's taking care of the babies? Grandmom's taking care of the baby. Your aunts are taking care of the babies.
But you gotta realize nowadays, grandma is like 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Grandmom is at the club bar getting a drink on and everything.
With the daughters.
Exactly.
With the daughters
the
shaking
whole
their butt.
family is at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Aunts, uncles, all of them.
But that's because she was raised with just a single parent, or mom wanted equal rights, and mom was at work or in school.
Mm-hmm.
Caller, we appreciate you calling. We have another caller.
Yes.
Call back again if you like. We're here every Tuesday, 8 to 9. Love you. Bye.
Okay.
Yes, caller.
Caller.
She was raised with just parent or
Hello?
Hello. How are you, caller? Can you please turn your TV down or something? I hear echo.
I'm sorry. One moment.
Hello.
She put us
Yes,
on hold.
1 second. I'm turning my TV down for you. Is this better?
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's a
That's
lot
perfect.
better. Please introduce
So-
yourself.
Hi, my name is Tania. How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Tania. How are you?
Hi. So I don't agree with everything that you said, because at some point back in time, something had to have happened for a female to have said, you know what? I'm no longer going to stay home and be that stay home wife. I want to go out and further my education. I want to go out, do things for myself. I want to go out and make my own money. And it's probably because men feel as though because they go out and work 8 hours, the woman is home with the kid, that is not a job. So when the man come home, y'all like to
Put her
come
feet
home and
up.
still want to be catered to, but no one wants to cater to. I'm sorry?
No, I said put my feet up. Go ahead.
You want to put your feet up, but what about that woman who was just home doing all the things that you said, cleaning the house, cooking, taking care of the kids, discipline, all those things? What about her feet? What about her needs? It's still all about the man, or we got to depend on how much money y'all wanted to give us once y'all got paid and so-called took care of everything. It's like y'all didn't value and respect the role that the female, the mother had as a woman.
I like your points, but how valid they are, I cannot say. You ready? So
ahead.
first, you wanted to go get your equal rights and make money and work and do what the man do. Kudos to you. But now look at society. If you stayed home, I really believe in all my heart, we would not be here. That's one. Two, he is going for 8 to 10 hours. The kids are in school from, I don't even know how many hours, from let's say 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Sometimes.
1, 2, 3. That's 7 hours a child is in school.
Sometimes.
Most times. 7 hours a child are in school. So in 7 hours, you telling me you can't put your feet up? Yes, I agree that is a job. I agree. Excuse me. I'll let you talk for a whole hour. What the hell? Can I talk? I'm asking.
I'm listening.
You listening, man?
I'm listening.
Thank you, because men are right. We're the gift. Listen. So
You're not.
yeah. So listen. So 7 hours out of them 7 hours, I'm sure that you could take 2 hours and put your feet up. You're in the house by yourself because kids are in school. Husband is at work. Boyfriend is at work. Whatever you want to call him. The man is at work doing his job. He's going from 8 to 10 hours. So that leaves you with 7 hours in the house by yourself. 2 of those hours you could put your feet up. 2 hours you could clean the house. 2 hours you could cook the food. That leaves you with a whole nother hour before the kids get home. What you gonna do with it? Pick.
What about the women who don't have kids in school? What about the women who got toddlers or infants? What about those women who have to nurture to those kids, to those younger kids?
And you're absolutely right. So the kids, the women that have toddlers, that means you got 5 years of not having the house to yourself before they go to kindergarten.
That's not true.
5 years. They go to kindergarten in 5 years. What are you talking about? 5 years old. Kindergarten.
So because you say it's 5 years, after 5 years, we supposed to what? Still stay home, do everything at home, and cater to your needs?
No, I never said cater to my needs. This is all about the kids, baby. This is all about the kids.
But you made reference to when the kids are in school that a female has time to do X, Y, and Z. My point of saying that is
Men do not value stay-home mothers. Y'all stop valuing the stay-home moms because y'all look at it as it's not a job to stay home. I don't care if it's 5 hours, 8 hours to clean, to cook, to do X, Y, and Z. Y'all stop that value.
First of all, we didn't stop the value. Y'all stopped being you stopped being stay-home mom. There is no more stay-home mom. Everybody's in school. Everybody want to further their education and forget, they forget you are a stay-home mom. Listen to this comment real fast.
All right, Miss Brown, she commented.
Hello, Miss Brown. What's up, baby? What's going on?
Turn
around. Let me see Miss Brown. What's up, Miss Brown? What you got to say, baby?
Well, she said men want too damn much on top of a woman being a stay-at-home wife. Men wouldn't understand.
We don't want too much. We want two things. You ready for the two things? A hot meal when we get home. Number one, a hot meal and a clean house. That's two things. Yes. That's it.
Well, she come back again. She said, Miss Brown said, you can't predict a woman's day as a man.
You're absolutely right. We can't predict your day, but what I can predict is how much time you got to fix or do whatever it is you want to do. 7 hours. You got 7 hours to do whatever it is you want to do. You can put it in any way, shape, or form that you want to put it in. 7 hours.
Oh, she calling in.
Call in.
Hold on. Tell her the number. She want to call.
You ready?
Oh, man.
48. You're not ready. Don't call in unless you're ready. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. You ready? 484.
Call in.
215. 0623. Once again, for the women that was at work all day and in school, I'm sure you're tired. 484-215-0623. I had to say it slow for all the women that wasn't home with their kids and making sure they was doing their homework, and making sure they respecting adults, making sure they know everything that they need to know before dad gets home. 484-215-0623. Now I'm waiting on you. Don't get scared now. Don't get scared, please. Is that us?
Nah, that's me.
That's you?
Oh,
we missed our call. I'm sorry. Call back again. We missed your call. Call back again because I'm dying to hear you. I'm dying to hear you what you got to say.
She said, say it slow.
I just said it slow for the working woman. You ready? 484-215-0623.
And anybody else that heard the number that's watching this, call in.
Miss Brown, I'm waiting on you, Miss Brown. Matter of fact,
everyone, guys,
why don't you put it on there and pin it so that way they got it? I'm waiting on you, Miss Brown. Now back to how women. Oh,
there we go.
Caller, you're on the air. Introduce yourself.
Dawn.
Repeat your name.
Excuse me.
Repeat your name, please.
My name is Miss Dawn.
Hello, Miss Dawn. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How you doing?
I'm okay.
What is that?
0623.
0623.
Is this Mama Dawn? This my Mama Dawn. This my Mama Dawn from Pemberton Street, West Philadelphia. What's up, Mama Dawn? How you doing today, baby?
I'm fine, Mr. Day. How are you?
I am okay. I'm sorry to say this to you, but you are one of the main ones. It's your fault. There is no woman that works. Matter of fact, there is no man or woman that works harder than Mama Dawn. I say Miss Dawn. Now this is like, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Miss Dawn, how you doing? Where you going? Oh, I'm going to work. Saturday. That's Monday. That's Monday through Friday.
Miss Dawn.
Miss Dawn. How you doing, Miss Dawn? I'm like, baby, how you doing? Where you going? I'm going to work.
I know that's right.
It's her fault that I work the way I work now. She was my inspiration. I'm waking up in my flip-flops, I'm yarning. I'm thinking about where I'm gonna get some coffee from. Miss Dawn, where you going? I'm going to work. I'm like, hold up, she can't outwork me. I'm the man, so I gotta go to work
Hey,
now.
you'd be surprised,
That's
man.
why I work the way I
That
work
that
now.
motivated you. Right
It
there.
definitely motivated. Meanwhile, Mama Dawn, what do you have to say?
I have to comment on you stating that the woman's supposed to be in the house and she's supposed to cook and do this, that, and the other and raise the child. Okay, like you said, I work 7 days a week, but in the meantime, my son was always in school and after care. Yes, he had a father at home also working, but if you was taught to be a go-getter or independent, you don't sit home and think you're supposed to just be a slave for a man and take care of home. Because when I came home, I cooked and cleaned my house also and went straight to my child to make sure everything was done for him. So I disagree with what you're saying about a woman and how she's supposed to be home and taking care of home. I
Okay.
disagree with that.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You used a word called slave to the man. I don't call it a slave to the man. I simply say rear the child. As long as he has that upbringing, and for the record though, you're
Stability.
hold on. You're
As long as the stability is there, you can.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah, no.
Oh,
But
I think we lost the call.
I can come in and elaborate on Forrest's statement because I came from my mom raised me.
Right.
I mean, my dad came through, seen me like when he seen me and stuff. As far as he took care of me, but he wasn't there. My mom was there mostly for me, and I also had uncles and cousins that teach me far as to be a man at the end of the day. So, you know what I mean? Most people don't have that luxury as far as mom and dad being at home, as far as working and all that. So I can say, as far as my experience, I didn't have that. You know what I mean? My mom raised me, and I had my family, as far as my uncles and my cousin, and them, that far as taught me, as far as being a man and everything else. So I just want to elaborate.
So here's the thing though. So it goes back to where it first began. You had that because wherever it started in your line, that woman decided I'm going to work and I'm not going to be here somewhere down the line, and it just trickled on down. So now your mom is the strong go-getter that she is because now hold on, let's be clear. By no means am I downing the woman. By no means am I saying that what happened? I'm still waiting for her to call in.
I put the number up, so it's already posted for everybody. See,
By-
484-215-0623. Call in. People on Facebook that's tuning in right now, call on in.
By no means am I saying that the woman is wrong. The woman should not have. I'm just stating that when you did, it created a whole nother problem, a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the lines are open if you would like to talk about that. I'm going to move on to the next subject, if that's okay with y'all. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
I need a sweatshirt that says we'll talk about that later, because that's my line. You know how Don was definitely Don? I always say we'll talk about that later. Matter of fact, can I patent that? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we go on.
No. Can I patent that to where nobody else can say that on air and stuff like that? Like that's my line. We'll talk about that later.
That's your only
That's
line.
me.
That's the
We'll
only-
talk
you
about
the
that
only-
later. So
You the
listen,
only one that can say.
we're gonna table. We're gonna put on a shelf. Woman is your fault. PSA. That's part 2. Next week we'll have part 3. So we know it's around the holiday times.
Yes, I can't wait till it's over. Shoot.
Women, we on y'all. We on y'all again. Women are always complaining. You always complaining.
But I want to know, far as what I seen, far as what we talking about, far as who gives the better gifts, men or females? I want to know.
But listen, but here's the thing though. I don't think that it's a man or a woman thing. It's not a man or a woman thing. So what happens is you have men or women that are either a good gift giver,
right,
or they give gifts that's like trash.
Right.
It's not. I don't think it's to gender. It's just some people are good at giving gifts. Me, I am an excellent gift giver. You know why? Men, get your pen and paper out now so that maybe you can get better.
Y'all.
You ready?
You ready, guys?
1, You do not, Christmas, Valentine's Day, birthdays, you do not wait a week before any of those holidays to say what you want. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God, the pastor's in another room. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to curse. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. You do not wait.
Oh,
You do not wait a week before the birthday, a week before Valentine's Day, a week before Christmas to say what you want. You know what you're supposed to be doing to your lady, your wife, your fiance, the mother of your children. It don't even matter if you like her. It doesn't matter if you like her. You don't have to like her. That's the mother of your freaking children. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, so y'all got your pen and paper out? I'm gonna give you a few seconds. Can I get some Jeopardy music while we wait for the men to get their pen and paper?
We definitely want some guys to call in too. We want y'all comments too, and ladies also call in because I want to hear this.
All right, so you ready? I don't know if you know this. If you don't know, pay attention.
All right, break it down.
So throughout the year or the months in between these holidays, you are to be paying attention, walking behind her, watching, not next to her, not in front of her, because you're in front of her. You can't pay attention to what she's looking at. You have to know your woman. When her face light up, when she look at something, ooh, she looking at something like, you know what? I may have not had the money to get this right now, or I don't have time to get this right now, but I do want that. You have to pay attention to her facial expression. Listen to her when she talks. She's going to talk about things that's important to her. She's going to talk about things that she like. It's basic conversation. And you should have with your woman, you should be able to talk to her about anything. And during the course of the talking and the communication that you're supposed to have in every good relationship, you're to be paying attention to what she like. Even if she don't say she like it, you're supposed to know your woman. You know your woman by asking questions. You know your woman by watching her facial expression, by watching her body mannerisms, everything. If she try a jacket on and she's smiling and she thinks she cute in that jacket, guess what? That jacket can be a birthday gift. Guess what? That jacket could be a Christmas gift. I mean, it's so simple. This is basic. This is relationship 101. This means this is something you're supposed to know. You see what I'm saying? And every guy or every girl is not good at it. But I'm gonna help my guys out. I promise you that if you pay attention to your woman, I promise she will be very happy on Christmas. I promise she would be very happy on Valentine's Day. I promise that she will love her birthday. You know why? Because no matter how small a gift, it may have only cost you $20. But guess what? It's something that she wanted. It's something that made her happy. I'll give you an example. I work with a gentleman by the name of, I don't know if he would want me to say his name because he has a one-of-a-kind name. You're definitely, if you know him, you know him. You're going to know that you know him because his name is, there's no other name like it. But anyway, so one day, him and his wife was walking and they was in the mall. She seen a set. It was like a little perfume set. They had a bunch of little perfumes in it and she didn't get it. But then guess what he did? Being the man that's paying attention to his woman, it wasn't even her birthday. He got that, went to the car, put it in the car without her knowing, and she comes back and she cursing him out like, where you been? Why you leave me? And then they get back to the car and she opened the door and there go that gift for her. That gift that she was looking at. He seen her face light up. And guess what? Well, it was like $30, made her so happy. Guys, you complain about sex. I'm sure that if you show more attention to your woman in those ways, I promise you things will get much better, especially in bed. She'll have, what's that word you call it? Motivation. Is that what you said? More motivation to make you happy in other ways. I'm just saying. Now, this subject came up because Christmas is right around the corner. Just go back into your mental Rolodex and think. Think of what made her smile. Think of What made her look in the mirror and spin around? Think of what made her say, what's that smell? That smells good. What is that? You know what I'm saying? You see a woman walk by and she asks that woman about that perfume that she got on. Find out what that perfume is. Listen, pay attention. It's very simple. I know some birthdays is coming up. The birthday coming up, think about it. What for instance, my daughter's birthday is coming up, June 14th. She made it very, very, very easy. She made a birthday list and she tagged everybody in the birthday list. But so the point of this whole conversation is, women, you can't get mad. If you know that you have a man that is not a good gift giver, you can't get mad at him if he picks a bad gift, especially if you've been with him for years. If you've been with this man for 20 years, hold on, we have a caller. We have
a comment too.
All right, give me the comment. I'm gonna answer the phone call and then read the comment.
All right, Denisha.
Yes, caller, please hold on.
That's the key. Denisha said that's the key. Pay attention and communication.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to school my men. That, first of all, it goes for women too. This is not a one-way street, but I'm schooling my men so that y'all will be happy.
You know you're right, because sometimes I lack on that, you know.
And
my baby can vouch for me. I do that, but I do make up.
Okay, that's what's up. See, that's a real man right there. Hold on, caller. Don't hang up.
I can admit to my wrongs. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna put it out there. Listen, I'm not perfect, and my baby know that. She just chew my ass out and everything. Yeah, but you know what? I sit there. I get an attitude too. I go right back at her because I'm hard headed. Yes, I am.
All right, so we're gonna address that right now. If you are wrong, just be quiet and listen. No matter how mad you get. You know what that do? Mm-hmm. That shows that I can see you're right. I'm going to listen. I'll try to do better. You don't even have to say those words. Mm-hmm. But if you sit and you listen, it'd be just a unspoken fact. Right. He gets it. He's going to listen. Now, don't make the same mistake twice. Don't fuck up on Valentine's. Oh, God, I cursed again. Don't mess up. Don't mess up on the birthday this year, or Christmas on this year, or Valentine's on this year, and then on Valentine's Day, birthday, and Christmas next year, you do the same thing. Right. Pay attention, learn. Do not make the same mistakes.
Right.
Okay, caller, we're at you.
Yo, talk to us.
Hello?
Caller, are you there? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, caller. How are you? What's your name?
Hey.
I'm good. My name is Sheree.
Oh, Sheree, I remember you from last week, Sheree. Oh, what's up, baby? Ohio? I can hear the accent. Yeah. What's going on, Ohio?
Ohio in the house.
I called to get all over. You know, I didn't call to get all over you.
Hey, I'm ready, baby.
Come on, bring it. He ready.
But you know, did you hear my public service announcement part 2? I did apologize. Like, you are the gift. My daughter showed me the way.
Yeah, but it was a rebuttal after that. You know, it was. You just can't give us the full credit. You just have to.
Hey, listen, a half a credit is just as good.
Who told you that?
I mean, would you prefer to have 0, or would you prefer to have 0.5?
It's all or nothing.
Ooh, I feel sorry for your man.
I like that.
He got to give you some act right, because you ain't acting right. What you mean all or nothing? It's called compromise.
It's all or nothing. I don't want nothing. I don't want no half of anything. A quarter. Give me all.
So you can't meet me. So you can't meet me halfway. I gotta come 100%.
No, she want all or nothing. Fuck a halfway. What? Oh, part my French. We IV. My bad.
Okay, so listen, Miss Sheree. What are your thoughts? Which one are you calling the comment on? You calling the comment about the gifts, or you calling the comment on the fact that women messed up society?
I was calling on the first one, the first topic.
Oh, that y'all messed up society? By all means, let me hear your comment.
Okay, so I really was calling to agree with you, but not to say that we messed it up. But I do agree with, the women getting jobs and careers, and it affecting the way that we raise our children and how children are today. However, I do not think that they are the full blame. I think that the guy next to you, he had said something about, the grandmothers. I think that back then, the grandmothers were a lot older. They were around. They were helping. I'm a strong believer in it takes a village to raise a child.
Right.
I feel like us not having those old school grandmothers to be around to help us, to come over and to teach us how to be moms or wives or guide us and to watch our children for us or to just teach us stuff that we don't have naturally. I think that makes a really, really big difference. I'm sorry, my phone is echoing.
No, we can
It's
hear
throwing
you.
me off.
It's fine.
But I think that makes a really, really big difference. I think the grandmothers now are 20, and 40 and 43 and 45, and they're still really young. They're not the grandmothers that stay at home and watch the grandkids or to come over and help their daughters after birth and to help them with the other kids and stuff in the house. They're not around. I don't think that those kids have the village anymore.
So here's the thing. I agree 110% of everything you've seen. Everything you just said just supports my fact. So here's the thing. The grandmothers, you skip mom. So when you skipping mom, at some point, that mom is the grandma, which means if that mom was home, those things would have been taught to the children to where when their children have children, they're teaching that to their children. And then the grandma is there to be that backbone and that to second everything that mom is saying. So you are 110% correct. It's about time we agree on something.
Okay, so, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think it's 1000% the women. I think that today's world is a lot of social media influence. I think that has a lot to do with the way the kids are being raised and stuff. I don't necessarily think it's the women going out. Now we have stronger women who can go to work and still come home and still get here at the exact same time that their kids are out of school and still help with homework and still clean their house and still cook and still tend to their husbands. We have those super moms who can do it all. So that's why I don't put the blame 1000% on women, because there is a lot of women who can carry and hold the weight of doing all of that.
And that's true.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So I agree with you with that. And I don't think a woman should have to do all of that by herself. The thing is, she wants to go out there and further her education. She wants to go out there and be a go-getter because that's what she was taught to do. But in the process of doing that, who's home with the children? That's the point I'm trying to make. Then the second thing,
the point that you
go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what you said earlier to the young lady who called, you also told her that the kids, you have the first 5 years, at home with your kids.
Right.
And so why does she need to sit home after 5? The kids are in school from 8 to 3. Why can't she go get a job from 8 to 3?
So I 100% agree with that. If that's what she wants to do, she should be able to do that. Now, here's the thing, fellas. I'm sorry I got to talk down on y'all just a little bit. I love you guys, but I got to talk to you. Our caller is 100% correct. I believe that a woman should be able to make a choice. I want to go to work. I will still do what I got to do, but I want to go to work. Anything that she provides and gives to the house, that should be considered a gift because it's not her job. It's not something that I feel as though she should be responsible for. If she helps out, that's a gift. That's a gift to the man. That's a gift to the household. She's helping out. She's helping you with your job. It's your job you want to come home and kick your feet up and have a hot meal. Make sure that she's able to have the time to do that. The only way she's going to have the time to do that, she doesn't have to worry about the bills. She doesn't have to worry about the electric getting cut off, the water getting cut off. She doesn't have to worry about the car notes. You don't have to worry about any of them things because you're doing your job. So somewhere, as a caller, I forgot her name. She called in before 2 calls before you. She said, somewhere something went wrong that a woman felt as though she had to go out and do that. I agree with that. Somewhere something happened to where a woman said
a lack of a man.
I want equal rights. I want to be able to do this. So we dropped the ball somewhere too, Smalley, but I'm
You
sure.
definitely did. I
But
think
y'all
that
didn't even give us a chance to pick it back up though. Y'all just jumped straight out.
But you know what it
jump.
is? It's
What is
because
it?
a lot of times that the stuff that you say, you're absolutely correct. I agree with, a man coming home and getting that hot meal and having that clean house and children are taken care of. I believe that. I agree with that 1,000%.
That's because you
I
from the
think that
country.
somewhere along the lines that you do forget to show your appreciation, and we take that for granted. I think that women feels like they don't have a purpose other than being mom and wife, and they want to find themselves. That's why they go and look for careers. That's why they want to go back to school, because they want to know how far can they get. They want to do something that's going to make them feel important and do something that's going to just make themselves proud. Like, you know what? I went to school. I did that. I didn't think I could. And some men make us feel like that is all that we're capable of doing is cleaning the house, cooking, and laying on our backs. So
Laying on your backs
I
is
think-
fun, but go ahead.
I think that somewhere along the line, the woman feels like she wants to feel like she has a purpose other than
Just
being
cooking
needed
and
inside of
cleaning.
her home.
Yeah.
But you do have
And-
a purpose. You have a purpose to be my friend, to be my peace.
But did
That's
you
what
hear what I said?
that
That
what-
sometimes those men,
let's get back to the Bible. What were you created for? To be my companion. That's what you were created for.
but it's
to
isn't
be my
it okay to
companion.
want more?
to be
But isn't it okay to want more?
Of course.
It's okay,
Okay,
to always
so
want
of
but-
course,
more.
it's
but in the
okay
process-
to want more.
But in the
It's
process of wanting more, to what avail? You want more, so now look at society. I'm sorry, I am not by no means am I sexist.
You
By
know what? You
no
can't
means-
place the blame 1,000% with society, with women. You have to
Why?
also look at the type of
Why
men.
can't I?
We have these men. Listen,
Hold on
we
for 1
have
second.
these
Hold on
men
for 1
now
second.
that
Hold
are
on.
not the same.
Hold
They're
on,
not the
caller.
same. We don't even have the same music that
Hold
we
on.
had back
Hold
in
on.
the day. Those
Hold on,
men
caller.
are not made the same.
I think we got something messed up real quick. What show is this?
The Philly Four Horsemen.
Philly Four Horsemen. So
Yeah.
I can put it 100% on women.
I did.
It's 100% your fault.
I also got some comments on
Okay,
top
that's
of
you know
it,
what?
so-
That's lack of accountability on your end, sir. And I just thought that
Lack
I
of
thought that
accountability.
I just expected so much more. Yes, lack of accountability because you want to place the blame on women and you don't want to take on you don't want to take the accountability for the role that you play for why these women want to get up in the first place. Like I said, taking
But
a
I
woman
said-
for
but I
granted.
agree
They
with
don't
you on
make
that.
men like they
I
used to
agree with
make
you.
anymore. These men don't even want to work. These men don't want to work. They
Right.
want to be the stay-at-home moms. You got
Exactly.
men that
And
wanna be
guess
treated
what?
like the
And
bitch.
whose fault is that?
They daddies.
No, it's
Because
your
who raised-
fault because you.
Well,
No.
listen, or maybe
It's
the
the
mamas because they
woman's.
stayed at home so much with the moms.
There
that they
you
didn't
go.
have the
No.
father figure
They
because
didn't
the
stay
dad
home
was
with
at
the
work.
mom.
So now they being raised like bitches.
No,
Oh,
they
excuse me,
didn't
can I
stay
say
home. You can't.
Can
The
I say that?
pastor is listening. You can't say that. I told you that.
Oh, sorry.
Listen,
God bless.
First of all,
Praise the Lord.
you cannot say that. You know why you can't say that? Because guess who wasn't home? You was at work. You was in school.
Listen,
you was furthering your
listen.
education.
But what's
You was
the
doing
excuse
all
for the-
these things. So no, he wasn't
No, you
raised.
just
He
said
was
that
raised
they
by
go
the
to school from 8
babysitter.
to- they
He
go
was
to school
raised
from
by the
8 to 3.
babysitter.
So if I go get a job from 8 to 3 and I come home, I still do what I need to do. The
You
thing about
can't
it
do
is a
that.
man can-
You can't
Remember
do
we had
that.
this conversation last week that a
You
man can never
cannot-
do what a woman does.
Listen,
A
what?
man cannot
A
come
man
home and
cannot
still raise
what?
these kids. You want to come home and lift your feet up and get your feet rubbed and come home to a clean house. You don't want to come home and work, but she can go to work and she got to come home and do everything. So while you gone at work all day, she raising your son, and that's why your son want to sit at home and be a stay-at-home mom because
No.
that's all he knows.
Guess what?
Yeah, he seen his dad go to work,
Listen.
but he also seen his mom at home. He want to
He-
wash the dishes like his mama. He
Listen
want to
to
cook like his mama.
listen to
These
this.
men now
I
wanna
wish
be
my son did
stay-at-home
want to
dads
wash
while the
dishes.
mom
I
go
can't
out
get
and
him to
work.
wash the
That's
dish.
why.
But listen to this. No, the reason why the men, these young kids, are sitting home playing PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, guess what? Because your dumb ass boarded for him. Oh, I cursed again.
Oh.
You're dumb behind boarded for him.
Oh.
You
You're
are
also-
No, because then
enabling
you said that
our
you were the
men.
provider.
You are
Then you said that you were the
enabling.
provider, you bought it.
You are enabling our men because you say, hey, you don't have to go to work. You're too scared that he's gonna go to work and cheat on you, whatever. So you're doing everything it takes to keep him home, to make sure he is home with his feet up, playing the games. He got a blunt rolled
That's a
up.
different type of woman.
He
That ain't nothing
got
new.
a blunt rolled up, and you are at work. You're at school. You got a bank account that's crazy because you were smart enough to go to school and get them things. And now you got a man that you are completely taking care of. You know why he got them rims on his car? Because you bought him. You know why them windows are tinted with the good tint? Because you bought him. You know why he got a PlayStation 5 instead of PlayStation 3? Because you bought it. He don't have to go to work. Our men don't have to go to work no more. We don't have to go to work no more because all y'all women are at work right now.
I think it's the men. I think it's 50-50 to be honest with you. These men, like I said, they don't make the men like how they do anymore. These men are different. They do not go out and provide anymore.
They don't have to anymore. They don't have to go out and provide because you got that education. You got that.
All women are like that.
Hold on for 1 second.
All women are like that.
Hold on for 1 second. Excuse me. What is it called? You got associates, bachelors. What's that for that? Master. Y'all all in school getting y'all masters. Now y'all making $4,000 a week. He good. He don't have to do nothing but sit home and scratch his butt all day and play PlayStation 5. You did that.
That's his. No,
you did that.
No,
you did that. Women
did
that. Women did that because y'all want equal rights. So now y'all putting on a pantsuit and a bow tie, looking all sexy, going to the office.
What happens when that son start bucking up at that mom? What happens when that son start telling that when that son grows taller than the mom and the dad at work?
Guess what? That's when she don't say nothing. She say when your dad get home, that's your butt. And guess what? When I get home, first of all,
daddy want to come home to a clean house. Daddy don't want to discipline. Daddy don't want to do what mama do.
First of all,
he don't want to do extra work after work in 10 hours. Daddy don't want to handle nothing else because he expects mommy to do it. So let's be real.
If you got yourself a real man, there's no way in the world that son even listen. If my son has Down syndrome. When he has raised his voice at his mom, and guess what I did? Gripped him up, and he got Down syndrome. So imagine what I'm gonna do to my other son, Your Highness, if he raised his voice. He's taught to treat his mom like a queen.
Do they make them like you? How many men are left in the world that go home, that go to work and come home and still take care of business? No, men are jumping. Now men are going to their other wife's house and their other woman's house, and they're over there taking care of their kids. Pulling men out here taking care of other kids over taking care of their own.
Because you at work and you made it possible. Wow. He was only able to pull that other woman because you made sure money stayed in his pocket.
Able to pull that other woman you made sure you was at home doing nothing, and he know you ain't going nowhere.
And that's because you was at work.
Where's you going? Where is a woman going when a man is paying all the bills? That's why, because a man know when he has that money, he has that power, he has that control. He can go cheat on you tomorrow, and you ain't going nowhere because you financially cannot. Because you don't have an education, because you don't have anything.
I didn't say don't get an education. I didn't say don't get an education.
You want us to sit there? You mad because we got a master's? What we gonna do? If we
Why am I mad? I'm not mad. I'm just saying it's your fault that society is the way it is because you wanted that master's.
So what are we supposed to do? Because you're gonna cheat regardless. So I'd rather cheat and have my own money.
How you gonna say we're gonna cheat regardless?
When you cheat, I want to be able to leave, opposed to a man who feel like he got that power.
But why do you say?
A lot of y'all take that for granted.
Why you gonna
take that for granted?
Why are you gonna say that he's gonna cheat regardless? He's able to cheat because he got all that time.
I also have a comment.
We have a comment. What's the comment? Listen to this, caller.
Shanita said, "Women are the primary caretakers.
No, you're not. You're at work.
Children and elders.
You are not the primary
in every
nothing
country of the world. Women takes the lead and
you're not.
Helping
you're
the
used
family
to
adjust.
Yes, you're used to do that. Keep reading. I didn't say stop.
All right. New challenges.
Okay, I gotta go. My kids crying.
You're used to do that.
All right, men are regarded as a defender of the community. It is up to them to ensure that their home and communities are safe from internal and external threat.
And I 100% agree. That is the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Call in, Shania. Call in.
You are none of those things because you're at work. Because you're at school, because you want the equal rights of a man. That's 100% wrong. What time is it? Because it's 9 o'clock. I'm glad we started early.
Well, let me
give our shout outs, give our all that stuff.
Let me do this real quick. If any business entrepreneur have their own business and want to advertise their business, you can advertise your business on. I'm about to get the information. Podcast 4 Horsemen at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
It's a $10 fee for you to advertise your business.
$10 fee.
So payments may be made via Cash App to $4 Four Horsemen
$4 Horseman
podcast.
podcast. $4 Horseman podcast.
So if you got a business, you want to advertise it, you can. And we're gonna break it down to the platforms. Let's get to all platforms.
Before you say the platform, let me say this.
Go ahead.
Listen, we are the Four Horsemen, and we call ourselves the voice of the people. If you have anything that you want to talk about, if you have anything you need to get off your chest, give us a call. The number is up there. If you would like to be a guest on the show,
yes,
he is about to give you our email. You email one of our managers, and we will get right back to you. If you have a business or anything at all that you would like to talk about on the show, anything at all, we're the voice of the people.
Oh, yes.
Just for the record, though, we may not always agree with what you're coming to say, what you're coming to talk about, but we're going to get you up here and be your voice and allow you to get off your chest, allow you to advertise, allows you to do whatever it is you want to do on these platforms.
That's right. So if you want to be a guest, I'm about to break it down to y'all all platforms. Facebook, the Philly Four Horsemen. That's the Facebook. Instagram at Philly Four Horsemen. YouTube, the Four Horsemen podcast. Email. Oh, we got a caller. Let me finish this up. We got the email. Email podcast, fourhorsemen@gmail.com.
Caller, hold on.
So again, email podcast, fourhorsemen@gmail.com. So anybody that want to be a guest.
Hold on, caller.
So anybody that want to be a guest, come on the show. You already know. For those who want to tune in, hit all platforms. I'm going to repeat it again. Facebook, the Philly Four Horsemen. Instagram at Philly Four Horsemen. YouTube, the Philly Four Horsemen podcast. And also, last and not least, the email podcast, fourhorsemen@gmail.com.
Okay, caller, you're the last caller of the night. What would you like to say? Hello, caller?
Caller.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
You're the last caller of the day.
Oh man, it so excited to be the last caller of the day.
Okay.
All right.
What's your opinion?
Listen, I get all that whole woman want to stay home thing. The man want to take care of men and all that, but ain't no way you got to be a grown ass man for you to let a female dictate your time of staying home by buying you this, but buying you that. But when it really don't go that way, because it takes a little boy to be taken care of. You feel me?
Wow.
Ain't nobody trying to take care of a little boy out here.
Right.
And if a female feel as though that's the right thing to do, buy him PlayStation, buy him this and that, buy this and him, and just to stay home so he can take care of responsibilities, I think that's just childish.
I 100% agree. But guess what? It's happening. A lot of women believe that they don't have to worry about him cheating. If they actually, a woman had it posted on Facebook. Women, if you don't want your man to cheat, get him this. He had a PlayStation 5, he had a big screen TV, and he was playing Rainbow Six, the shooting game. And that was her post on Facebook.
That's childish and lazy nigga shit. And me being from the islands, I used to live in Miami, and I used to witness this shit. I used to witness this shit all the time, and I'm looking like that's not how it works. I mean, I don't care who you are. It's 50-50 when it comes to this shit.
What's your name?
And where you
My
from?
name is Wes, and I'm actually from Philly.
You're from Philly?
Well, I'm originally born in Haiti, but
Okay.
I live in Philly for long enough to be Americanized a little bit.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay. I mean, well, I agree with you saying, but the fact of the matter is women are handicapping our men, and our men are becoming lazy because they don't have to do nothing. The woman is doing everything.
Yeah, but you got to understand this also. Why would all men feel as though that is okay for a female to do instead of tilting her head back to the side and lifting her shoulders up and say, baby, this is how it is. I should be the one pampering you, taking care of you, letting you stay home and do this and do this while I go out there and hustle. Not for me to stay home and play fucking video game all damn day.
Right.
because
Like,
women,
shout-
because you're absolutely
That's a-
right. But women want
that's a
equal
man,
rights.
That's a man that think that he's still in a nipple. That's
Right.
that's what I call all them type of men. That's a man that's still on the nipple.
I agree with you 110%. 110%. You are absolutely right.
And these females need to wake the fuck up. These females, excuse my language, but these females need to wake up and realize that they wasn't out here to take care of us. Y'all was out here to born us, but y'all wasn't out here to take care of us.
Exactly.
Right.
You're here
Especially
to
grown-ass men.
be our friend, be our peace, be our companion. That
That's
is
it.
what you were created for. We are your
That's it.
protector. You are our queen. Women, do not get any of my statements mixed up. I love you. Women, you are my queen. You are to be protected. You are to be taken care of. So do not think by no means that I hate you. Do I look down on you? Do I think you're less than? By no means. I'm just simply stating facts. Caller, thank you for calling in. We're
Yes,
here
yes.
every Tuesday at
8
8:00.
o'clock. The Philly Four Horsemen.
All righty.
I'm gonna follow y'all again so I can log in. All right?
Yes,
All right.
sir. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Also, before we leave, I'm also going to repeat the Philly Four Horsemen toy drive again. So, $5 donation, $10 donation, $20 donation. It could be
$50,000.
It could be 50,000, 50 million donation. But you know, we ain't greedy. We supporting the community. We giving back to the community for our kids, homeless, everything out here. So donate $5, $10, $20. We be thankful. And you can also, when you do that, you also go to the Cash App, $ 4 Horsemen Podcast. I'm gonna repeat it again. Cash App, Philly Four Horsemen. Oh, not Philly Four Horsemen, $ 4 Horsemen Podcast.
Question: is that the number 4, or you got to spell out 4?
You got to spell out the 4.
Okay.
It ain't the number 4. You got to spell it out. FOUR 4 4 4 4 4 4.
All righty. All right, y'all. We appreciate
Yes.
you tuning in.
Yes.
We love you very
I
much.
see everybody tuning in on the Facebook. What's up, bro? What's up? You already know. Look. You got bro coming in. Melvin, everybody.
Hey, Josh, everybody on
Josh,
this joint.
Josh.
That's what's up, man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, we got to give a shout out to definitely Don.
Don Champ.
Don Juan.
Champo.
Give a shout out to Champo.
You know what I mean?
King Champ.
Definitely gonna give a shout out to Beyond Expectation Events.
Beyond your expectation.
Like,
events.
listen how that flow. Beyond expectation.
No, it actually don't flow. So you need to change your name. It doesn't roll off your tongue. It's very hard to pronounce, to be exact, but it's unique. Can we get
Yes.
some music, please?
Yes.
Also, we'd like to give a shout out to what is it called? You just want to come in with it.
Oh, I want
Not just desserts, baby.
Oh, my bad. Not just desserts. Shout out to my clone line, Sky's the Limit. Shout out to my club brothers and sisters, Mont, Taish, everybody, Mont, Stony. Listen, I'm tired. So listen, I'm shout out to my whole club brothers and sisters. Be making moves and everything. Shout out to Sky's the Limit. Shout out to not just desserts. Shout out to
I need the
Beyond
info for the studio.
Expectation. Shout out to my baby sitting on the sideline over there, wifey, you know what I mean, in the studio with us.
I need the information for the studio.
All right. And yes, tune in next Tuesday at 8
Nate.
o'clock. Philly Four Horsemen.
Say it again. HOJ Events. I'm sorry. HOG Events.
You gotta let it flow,
If
man.
y'all are looking to get a dope studio,
Yes.
listen to us. We have the
Look.
best engineers.
I'm gonna show you.
I'm just saying, we have the best engineers in the world. HOG Events, the best.
Yes.
They are on Instagram. You want to look them up?
Yes.
Next week we'll have a number for them in case you want to call. HOG Events.
Yes.
Have an event space if you want to have birthdays, bar mitzvahs, baby showers, or you just want to say, oh, I want to throw a party for the Four Horsemen, they're the person to call.
Right.
And you get everything you need. They got 1, 2, 3 spaces you can choose from.
Yep.
It's awesome. You got to check them out. I'm telling you, the engineers is all at
Show them
HOG
love.
events.
Make sure y'all show them love, everybody. Definitely. Show them love.
All right, y'all.
But we got to get out of here.
We out of here.
We pressed the time, so we out. Philly 4. We forgot
we got to do the most important.
See,
You ready?
See, we both
You
on
ready?
the same tip.
You ready?
1.
For all our fans.
2.
For everybody that tuned in.
Woo! We off.
We out of here, baby.